Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? So, over the last few months, maybe even years, I've gotten so many requests to put up catching videos to give some catching instruction to you guys. So, today I'm going to start with that. Um, First one I'm going to put up is looking at catchers' footwork, throwing the ball to second base. We're going to go through a bunch of catchers. Um, you know, I've got a little database here with thousands of videos, and I picked about 20 or so different catchers, just went around the league and just picked random guys just to show you what they're doing, how they use their footwork, and how almost all of them use their footwork almost exactly the same way. And then we'll talk about some things that I see younger kids doing that I think are hurting them a little bit. So, first, I'm going to just start to run it through here. I'm not even going to explain anything. We'll just start playing it, and I want you to watch, and we'll just kind of diagnose what everyone's doing as we go along. So, first one we have here is, I believe this is Ruiz from Philadelphia. I think he's playing winter ball here. And as you can see, when he goes, it's going to be a catch, and it's going to be a replace of the feet. So he's going to put his right foot where his left foot basically used to be, and his left foot is going to go to his target. Right to left, left to target. By doing this, it puts him on line with second base, and he throws. Here we got Russell Martin. Here's a bad pitch. Tough pitch to throw with, but again, he's going to take his right foot, replace with his left foot to his target, puts him in line, closes his shoulder, puts his front side on second base, and he throws. I think we have Montero here. What do we have? Now he's going to replace his feet, but not as much. So he takes his right foot to his left, but instead of coming all the way over, it only moves, a few inches. And he actually goes the least amount that you'll see out of all these guys. But he's still basically replacing the feet. The the hitter's kind of in his way, so he's not able to kind of close. This is kind of a tough one to show. Here's Schneider from the Mets. Another tough throw right here, but he's still going to right to left, left to his target, puts him on line. Same thing here, right to left, left to your target, gets you lined up. So let's stop the video here for a minute. So what we've seen basically, just about every catcher is replacing their feet. So they're going to catch the ball. As they're catching the ball, they're going to take their right foot to their left foot to their target. And it's a pivot. It's not a step out this way with your right foot. And that's one thing I see a lot with younger catchers is that, guys with very quick releases, they'll use this replacing the feet method. And as infielders, I talk a lot about infielding. We're taught to replace our feet because it's the quickest way to get your feet into position to throw. It's the best way to keep your balance, and it also automatically locks your front side on your target. And a lot of guys that in the infield that cross over or step behind, well, it's not a good balance point. It doesn't get you locked on your target, and it's not very quick and efficient. It kind of takes longer. You're traveling more. And it's the same thing with young catchers. What I'll see is catchers will catch the ball and they'll try to take a mini crow hop, or they'll take this foot and try to step straight to second base. Usually it's a really big step. And although that might be getting you, maybe a foot closer to second base, it takes a long time. It doesn't happen very quickly. It doesn't always put you in the best balance position. And, as a catcher, we're trying to catch the ball and release the ball as quick as possible. And by taking this giant long step, which I would argue is actually putting you in a worse position, but you're taking a lot of time to get yourself 1 foot closer to second base. the ball can travel a lot faster than you can move. So by catching the ball, quickly replacing your feet and throwing, the ball's out of your hand, where a lot of young catchers are taking this big giant step towards second base. It's taking time. It's not the best balance position. It's just probably not the best way to go about it. It's not the way you see the best catchers in the world doing it. Plus, once a hitter gets here in a game, it gets a lot more difficult to do that. So I see a lot of catchers practicing that. And then obviously in a game, it's going to be even more difficult to do that with a batter standing right there. Catchers are trying to gain all of this distance to second base. So if you watch over and over again some of these guys, you're going to notice the same footwork every single time. They're not so worried about gaining ground way up here towards the plate and towards second base. They're just worried about quickly putting themselves in a really good position to throw, lining themselves up with second base. And the best way to line yourself up is to replace your feet. There it is again. So catch, replace the feet, right to left, left to your target. There's Derek Norris. Right to left, left to target. The quickest and easiest way to put yourself online and in a very good position to throw. And again, what you'll notice is when I watch a lot of young kids playing catcher and throwing the ball around in practice or in games, they're always right on top of the plate. They're always stepping on the plate or they're right behind the plate because they're always taking that right foot and just trying to go straight to second base. And you'll notice none of these catchers are doing that. Here's Buster Posey. So again, catch. Starting to work his feet. Places the feet right to left, left to target. Squares himself up, puts himself in line, and he throws. See how quick it is here. Catch, right to left, left to target, throw. Here's a good shot right there. Oops. Tough ball to catch. Taking his right foot to his left. Lands in the same exact spot his left foot just came from. Now he lines up his left foot, puts himself in perfect line to throw. This is Brian McCann, I believe. His catch, right to left, left to target. One more. I know it sounds repetitive going through all these guys, but you've noticed they're almost all exactly the same. Catch. Boom. Right to left. Left to your target. And I didn't pick these guys out just because they did it this way. This is just any catcher in the big leagues. We'll stop right there. So these are just random catchers that I just went through and found, 20 catchers and just threw them on here. So I'm not picking guys that suit my argument or what I'm trying to tell you. You can look at any single catcher. Now make sure when you look at catchers that you look at them in game situations, because I've seen guys warm up and they warm up a totally different way, before a game, or not even before a game, but when the pitcher's warming up before innings, and they'll throw a ball down. They'll sometimes use really lazy footwork. They don't have to release the ball fast. And they can do all kinds of stuff that's not going to happen in the game. So don't watch them when they do that. What you want to do is watch them when they get in the game. If you're watching, what I like to do a lot on TV is I'll take my iPad and I'll film the television if I'm watching, if I'm watching something to go on MLB Network or watching a game or something, and you see if you're a catcher, videotape a catcher on TV and watch how he receives the ball, how he uses his footwork, how he does all that stuff. You can learn a lot from how they do it. And I know when I talk to people, a lot of people say, well, they're major league players, they can get away with stuff. They're not getting away with anything. This is, everything that they do, it's survival of the fittest. They'll use the best method they possibly can to make it work. And that's why when you watch games, everyone looks the same. They look very similar when they're throwing, when they're catching, when they're, as a catcher, when they're blocking. They use the same techniques because they found that those are the things that work, and that's what helps them get there. So I think by emulating some of the stuff that they do, it's going to put you in a much better position to succeed as not only a catcher, but any position. So today I wanted to just go over footwork. And now I'll start making some more videos for you guys. We'll go over receiving, we'll go over tricks and maybe some tips that, to use different parts of your game, calling games. I'll start to make more and more videos for all the catchers out there because I've gotten so many requests from you guys. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know how you do it, if you found a better way, if you don't think this way works, and then that way we can talk about it a little bit and all that. So don't forget to share the video, like it, comment, send it to all your friends, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you guys later.